Each small remark, each minor obstacle, when this affects you deeply, you're surrendering your strength. The truth is the most unshakable people don't face less challenges. They've just mastered how they react. Picture navigating existence unshaken. No mental spiraling, no explosive responses, only absolute command. In this video, I'll teach you the method to condition your thinking to behave unaffected by everything. Perfecting the unshakable attitude is fundamental. Existence is packed with interference, external validation, everyday irritations, unforeseen roadblocks. What if I revealed that authentic force originates from controlling strategic detachment? The secret lies in mastering to detach your emotions from environmental situations. When you let circumstances to command your emotions, you become a puppet controlled by external influences. However, when you condition your thinking to remain unmoved, you transform into the architect of your fate. As you incarnate this perspective, you radiate power without uttering anything. Think of the most influential individuals who ever existed. They weren't the ones who reacted impulsively to each offense. Their power wasn't in their capacity to debate, but rather in their capacity to stay unmoved. Envision a moment where someone insults you in public. The common impulse of people would be fury. But what happens when you simply smile and walk away? You strip the aggressor control. Similar rules apply to losses and roadblocks. People who comprehend the strength of neutrality view defeat simply as information and educational moment. They don't absorb defeat. They merely witness, modify, and advance. In what way do you develop this magnitude of command? Practice the habit of pausing prior to acting. Ask yourself, does this circumstance genuinely impact my greater purposes? Another crucial element consists of mental imagery. Envision yourself as a person who navigates existence unmoved. As you strengthen this representation within your thinking, it converts to your existence. Emotional separation doesn't mean repressing sentiments. It's about controlling them. Envision this. You're within a fierce debate. Should you permit their statements to command your sentiments, or do you smile unaffected? As you embrace this method, tension diminishes, lucidity expands. What you concentrate on, you magnetize. However, when you seize command of your thinking and feelings, you become the architect of your own fate. Training yourself to be emotionally detached doesn't indicate you grow callous. It indicates you stop letting outside powers to control your consciousness. Your emotions serve you, not the other way around. Purposeful neutrality is exceptional power. We're trained to assume we should worry about all things. However, authentic independence arrives when you understand that many things are irrelevant. Indifference doesn't mean apathy. It indicates choice. Not each struggle deserves combat. When you quit engaging to each trivial annoyance, you reclaim command. Stop seeking approval. Chasing acceptance is entrapment. The moment you give another person the strength to establish your significance, you surrender command over your individual journey. True confidence isn't given. It's forged through individual autonomy. The most attractive persons don't plead for validation. They embrace their essence, defects, and everything. Freedom comes when you release the need to be accepted by all. Regardless of your actions, someone will perpetually opine. So why dissipate your strength endeavoring to appease everybody? If you want to break free from the acceptance entrapment, begin by questioning internally. Whose assessment authentically matters? Another crucial step is learning to validate yourself. As you begin acknowledging your personal value, environmental acceptance transforms trivial. The second you quit chasing acceptance is the moment you start living freely. Judgment is unavoidable, but how you handle it determines your power. Judgment only possesses as much strength as you grant it. When you react emotionally, you permit it to command you. The most powerful people don't let criticism shake them. They analyze it with precise consciousness, capture what's valuable, and reject the remainder. Filter criticism through logic, not feeling. There are two types of criticism, beneficial and harmful. Constructive criticism is valuable. Harmful judgment, conversely, is meant to demolish you. Not all voices deserve your attention. When you reply to judgment with serene detachment, you manifest to all that your confidence is unshakable. The strongest people don't worry about condemnation. They use it wisely or they disregard it entirely. Pressure exposes people. Some shatter. However, the resilient continue steadfast, because they prepare their minds before the tempest comes. The essential factor consists of separating from the requirement for command. Not each will advance as planned. Yet you don't respond sentimentally. You reply with tactics. Many individuals break when stressed as they oppose truth. Your mind is your battlefield. The ideas you permit entry will establish your success or failure. To discipline a steadfast mentality, you need to forge thought patterns, gratitude to counter negativity, strictness to defeat procrastination. Every day you must train yourself to remain imperturbable, to pause before reacting. The majority are captives of their sentiments, but the ones who control their minds control everything. Cognitive force is forged in daily minor instances. One of the most powerful mental habits you may cultivate is detachment. Detachment does not mean indifference. It indicates command. One more essential factor lies in strictness. The mind will always seek ease. However, strictness reshapes consciousness. Commence minimally. Commit to habits that strengthen your psychological power. Authentic force functions silently. It doesn't chase notice. It just executes and lets the results speak. The noisiest persons are commonly the most vulnerable. If you desire to be honored, quit proclaiming your objectives. Success is not built through words. It is built through action. The more you talk, the more you attract examination. When you function silently, no one sees you coming. The most powerful people don't dissipate strength validating themselves. They permit their accomplishment to express. Stillness isn't dormant, it is strategy. When you do speak, your statements possess significance. In an existence where all frantically seek recognition, be the individual who doesn't chase notice. As others pursue recognition, you chase mastery. This is a distinction between individuals who discuss accomplishing extraordinary feats and those who truly execute them. The second you quit providing environmental acceptance, you'll perceive something. People will start paying attention. They'll inquire about your process. And that's when you'll know you've authentically commanded circumstances. Not because you told the world, but since you demonstrated it without saying a word.